so that I can jump on board with this. That would be lovely if anyone could help me out with that. I think the games have already started. Let's have a look. Right click. Let's see if I can just spectate this one. We might not be at a party, but we might be able to jump into the game. Let's see who's in this one. Yes, this game has already started. Alrighty, so we missed the start of it because we didn't have anyone on our friends list. But let's jump in, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of our semi-finals. We are on board now. We have Wondres playing here. He is running a Brawny Hunter composition. We have a Square. We're going to call them Square. They're playing a Scrappy Inventor composition. We have Babalika running in with another Scrappy Assassin composition. Scrooge Stream is running a Knight composition. We have two Primordials being attempted with Impartial and Shifter. Shifter running the same again. And a third one, actually, with Quan and Please ESL running that as well. We're online, everybody. The panic is over. And we are jumping into the game. We're not going to be able to look at the shops like this, but we will try our best. Scrooge Stream going to be finding Square here. And it's not going so well. Scrooge able to take down Square very easily with this very tanky Knights lineup. Very good cleanup there. We're in group number 1 of 2, by the way. We'll follow this as best as we can. But we're in. We are in. Alrighty. Okay, we are underway. Currently, we're going to stick on with Wondres because he's on 100 health, and we want to see how high he can get his brawny stacks. Up to 11 on this axe already, 10 on a level 1 Beastmaster, 4 on the Juggernaut, running with two chainmails. Effects value, and snap, he finishes it already. That is an insanely fast ×4 brawny at round 9. That is impressive.
This should be quick.
Very cool to see. Going to be moving into Square right now, who has transitioned into Elusives here. No anti-mage yet, though, so not great. Phantom Assassin not able to kill off the Disruptor before the Disruption Static Storm comes out as they force their way forward. Phantom Assassin is taken out. That's going to be an easy clean-up. Square not yet of enough Elusives. Elusive, a very weak composition until you hit the full 9. Otherwise, you're relying on Druids very heavily for the composition. Please ESL appearing to struggle a little bit. Lots of level 2s being pulled out here. Sladar's axes, anti-mage finally being picked up by Square. So Square going to be bringing out that anti-mage to finish. He's not running the Terrorblade yet, though. He moves the Terrorblade out for the Anti-Mage to try and get more Elusives first. The Terrorblade might end up being the last unit he throws onto the board, just to focus on picking up that Elusive bonus first. We'll see. Hitting the intermission right now. We'll check out with Please ESL, who is running a ×2 bonus to the Scaled with his Slark and Slardar. Very easy pickups. Mod Golems easily defeated. Very early level 2 Slardar. Going to be feeling good. He's also got an Aegis, so also feels good. Going to be fishing out for a Mask of Madness here. The item round 2 Aegises, in fact, on the board. One for Shifter as well, who is looking very good. Already moving into his Primordials very effectively. Not able to find a Morphling yet, but he'll keep searching. Fallen from Grace. Going to get a little bit of value for 1. Again, 1's who we want to keep an eye on here. The Square has changed colour. Did I miss that happening? Because I was sure that was green. It is. That's blue. Oh, because it lost. Oh, it's his name. Oh, I'm blind. I'm an idiot. There we go. I'm an idiot. Alrighty. For some reason, it had it in my head that was a picture, which was really dumb. But, oh well. Alrighty. Alrighty, we on board. Finally into Scrooge Stream now. Wondres, again, undefeated so far. Luna getting some really good value here. Disruptor starting to charge. We lose the Drow Ranger. Really only affecting Disruptor. There's the silence. Gonna be dropped here, and that's gonna be a very easy cleanup. Lycan transformation as well. And that's just gonna be an absolute devastating wipe. Looking good, one, sticking on 100, and the more he wins, the further ahead he gets as he picks up more kills. 13 on Axe, 14 on Beastmaster, 0 on Disruptor, but give him time. Only 4 on Juggernaut, but he has time. Also needs to pick up some upgrades for it. It would be nice. I forget, we can't look at the shop. Wanderers, 7-win streak. Looking good. Babalika, 6-win streak. Also looking good. 6-1 in this composition. Running this scrappy composition. Sniper in hand, so he can already build himself up to 3 scrappies. Looking good already. We're going to keep on board with Wanderers here. See how long they can keep this full 100% win rate. Quan. Rolling in here. Here comes the Lycan. Moving forward. Disruptor. Charging up. Stunned by Tidy, but that actually just maxed out the mana. There is the silence onto the backline. Only really affects the Warlock, though. Doesn't really do anything to our cheeky little Archwardens here, who are doing a lot of damage, as they were the ones who got bloodlusted. Look at that damage output. How many Undying coming in here as Wanderers is about to lose his streak. Quan takes him out. The streak is gone. Wanderers moves down to 92 health. Behind Babalika. Babalika moves into first place right now. Looking good with them scrappies. Scrooge good as well. Primordial composition complete. Up to 6 elusives here for Square. Has no more in the hand. These are all dupes. See how well that goes. The other 2 Primordial players appearing to struggle here. We're looking for 2 for Shifter. Impartial, sorry.
Bloodied, but the lines still hold.
Looking for 1 more. Has some Savages as well. Gonna be up on board with Square here versus Wanderers. See, these elusives can hold up against this incredibly tanky Broady lineup. Level 2 Juggernaut now, finally going to be picking up some kills. With the tree summons as well, even more value. Beautiful Disruptor size with the Static Storm. And that's going to be a cleanup here. Juggernaut will be able to carry this just on his own at this point. With that Helm of the... Oh no, how many Undying got moved to Disruptor? Fair enough. Well, it didn't matter, because still kills. And that's good. Juggernaut's picking up some kills now. Up to 10. That's going to be a big deal creeping up the board. 59 health on Impartial. See how long Impartial can keep going like this. Has a Summoning Stone on the board as such. A Venomancer is the immediate name of the game. It's thrown out here. Upgrades with the Savages there as well. Savage Primordials. Little bit of a weird composition here. They does have, as we already mentioned, the Summoning Stone, which does affect the Eidolons. But it's still a little weird. Not ideal. Still needs the Archwarden too. He too will be fighting Square. Razor charging. Gets a good Plasma Surge. Very solid damage output. Good throw from Tiny as they blast their way through with now the Plague Wards, adding a lot of extra DPS. And Razor might be killed, but it should be over. Yep, no, Razor lived. Very nicely done. And Impartial going to begin creeping his way up the board. Quantum, please. They might know about interest, but they might just not want it. They might be trying to get that early lead. It is a legitimate strategy not to save up. Saving up is a big deal and a big strategy, but if you want to get an early lead, you can get yourself into a position where you're not going to lose any games and then just eco up for the late rounds as opposed to the early rounds. It's a legitimate strategy. Not an ideal one. We don't see it often. But when you need to finish 4th as well, it's not that important to reach the late game as long as everyone else before you, as long as at least 4 people die before you. All you need to do is to get through to the final. Dog and Pony Show coming in. Good repositioning here by Impartial. Still sitting in last place. Rip Enchantress, though. Big oof. No Walrus Punch either. This is bad. Impartial having a rough time. But Razor Razor carry, Morphling, good damage, and he lives. He survives this one. Nicely done. Impartial lives. Please, sitting at 5 gold, Quan at 2. Let's see what they're doing with their shop right now. Let's keep it. Oh, wait, we can't see their shop. Ah, nuts, we're not in the party. Feels bad. All they have to do is to out-survive everyone else. Quick boost to gold, please. Immediately spending it all. So please, he's fishing right now. He's at level 7. He's really just fishing for more Arc Wardens at this point, or anything else he can upgrade. Quan, similar stuff here. So sorry, no, please is fishing for just any extra units to fill out his competition. He's got 2 Aegises. Exactly, he's going for the tournament rush. I love this. So again, you can play the game normally, but sometimes you can just spam the board and just try and win with early game units. It's a completely legitimate strategy. Not every comp requires late game. He's just going warrior assassin scaled. He's got defense, he's got offense. Simple as. Spam the board, survive with as many Aegises as you can, hopefully go out in 4th or 3rd. This is the strategy. And right now, he's holding. He's holding. He's just upgrading all these low-cost units and spamming everything that he can. Very cool strat. Very cool. Very cool. Square has dropped to 56 money. Impartial down to 56 health, sorry. Down to 51 here. Lots of upgrades here. Tusks, Anti-Mage, Wind Ranger. Impartial. Still fishing for an Arc Warden. Unfortunately, Arc Warden's already... There's at least 1 on the board, so it's missing there. Making it a little harder to pick up. It's already a rarer unit as is. He's only level 7 as well. Definitely not giving him the best cost value here. Please. Spamming Tank Assassins. Again, working out very well. Good value there coming in from the mechanism to try and keep him alive through the Assassins. But the Assassins, look at this, they're basically undamaged as they tear their way through. Bloodseeker especially just really benefiting off of the level 1 Eidolons, just giving him free healing here. And the tournament rush strat working very well for these two. All you got to do is place 4th. Legit strategy. Moving on to the next round. Impartial. Trying to stay alive at this point. Trying to fill out the composition. It's a very mismatched comp. Still no Arc Wardens. Savages times 4. It's a good amount of damage, but is it really going to work out? Shifter also dropping down the board here. No Arc Warden. Again, trying to fish it. Oh, he has the Arc Warden. Just not playing it yet because it's not level 2. Okay, makes sense. Relying more on level 2s than on actual synergies here. Also appears to be missing a Morphling, so a bit of a missing part of the composition there. Look at that Razor damage, though. And Shifter is going to delete Impartial. Impartial suffers yet another defeat and drops even further down the board. Square. Lots of elusives, and he now has that Terrorblade on the board. This is where it starts to get chaotic. He's going to be looking for 9 elusives late game, but for now, just having that Terrorblade is going to be enough to carry him for at least a couple more rounds. Level 3 Razor for Impartial. More Morphlings. Still, no, he's still looking for the Arc Warden. He's rolling. He's rolling very heavily. He's given up on a lot of interest. Going to stick on 36 here. But he's desperately trying to find this Arc Warden. It is the thing that can save him. Are there benefits to placing higher than 4th? Yes, there are. If there is a tie for 1st place in the Grand Finals, your previous round scores will be taken into account. So there is a benefit, but otherwise, not really. Beginning to burn through. Good value here. A tie is very unlikely as well. Razor trying to carry, but look at the tankiness. Wanderers, he's going to be so stacked by this point. 16 kills. Let's have a quick look at Wanderers. Come on, come on. There we go. Axe 16, Juggernaut 21, 27. And Disruptor on 2. Not ideal, but it's something. In the meantime, though, Leica pick up lots of kills, and with a poaching knife, that is a good eco play. Very smart. As Impartial. Looks like he might be dropping out here. Feels bad. Quan, though, Still sitting good. Police struggling a little with his comp. He's still trying to spam level 3s with a lot of low-cost things. Highest cost thing he has is Slark. Trying to sneak it in. But it's still working out for him. Tank Assassins. This is all the play. Just upgrade level 1 units as fast as possible. Roll all your money for it. He's actually incredibly unlucky to only have 1 level 3 at this point. The idea for this is just to get level 3s as quick as possible, but he's not finding any. Scrooge gets Luna level 2. He is running the Knight build, as I believe we already mentioned. Yes, he is. Not getting too lucky with it, but he's getting stuff on the board. We'll keep on board with Impartial. Still looking for that Arc Warden or an Enigma. Enigma would fill this out as well. No, we can't see the shop here. We can still see he has a 0 chance of picking up the Enigma. But the Arc Warden, 10% chance finding that out. Picked up a Smuggler. You can see here, Aegises for days. Look at these guys. Quan, great position. Double Aegis for Please. That will buy him a lot of time. So many Aegises on the board here. Everyone knowing that this is such a big deal for a tournament strategy. Every position counts. And every round you don't die is one extra thing. Begin to push through. Not bad by Impartial, but the scrappy health regen is kind of wrecking him. Yeah, scrappy health regen shutting him down. Impartial, down to 6 health. No Aegis on the board. Really hard position right now. Level 3 Morphling for Impartial. Looking for an upgrade on that Venomancer as well. Just spending all the money right now because you're in lethal range. Arc Warden! Not high enough level to place it. Feels bad. Oh boy, he's just going to play it. Just going to play it. Trades out the Venomancer. Going to lose 1 Savage bonus. Corners everything up. He's going to try it. Is this the right decision? Slark jumps into the backline. See you later. Arc Warden feels bad. You got the perfectly worst opponent here. Oh, Arc Warden lived! Arc Warden lives! He carries through and Impartial lives. Impartial survives. Impartial survives. So clutch. That was so close there. But the clutch positioning change. The Arc Warden for the last second and the Eye of Skady. Extra health. Defensive Arc Warden to keep it alive. That extra 400 health especially. Keeping Arc Warden alive and allowing them to carry through. Very nice. And Impartial still in this. Please down to 16 health. Has Please burned either of his Aegises yet? No. Still 2 Aegises on the board. 2 Slarks. Going to be filling out this comp now. Lots of lethal rage. Square's doing pretty decent. 63 gold. More elusives beginning to file in. Trying to fill that out late game. Please gets the Axe level 3. 2 level 3s on the board with the Bounty Hunter and the Axe. Fishing in for a Tusk and a Slardar as well. And of course, we already mentioned the Slark. Quan doing battle here. Arc Warners for both sides going to be doing battle. Both players with double prime, with all 4 primordials here as they force their way through. There's the death of the Augur Magi here. And the Arc Wardens really doing some crazy good work here. Arc Warden versus Arc Warden battle. Lots of Eidolons on the board, but completely uncontested. Even level 2 Eidolons and level 2 Arc Wardens. Not enough to deal with this Eye of Skady Arc Warden that we're seeing on the side here. This is working very effectively for Impartial right now. Please, down to 3 health with 2 Aegises still remaining. We'll jump on board. We're going to stick with Impartial because Impartial is still lethal range, has no Aegises, whereas Police has 2 Aegis. Let's check out Wanderers quickly. Check out some stacks. 17, 26, 39, 5. Building up them stacks, getting all those health bonuses. Hasn't really changed his comp since we last looked. Please in trouble, impartial in trouble. All the money has been spent. Moving in. Arc Warden's online. Attack speed slows, being spammed out here. Cask. Good damage. Bad Chaos Bolt there. Good shield being applied to the Omni Knight. Immediate target change, though, from the Arc Wardens, who again are uncontested. Also, Razor completely left alone, which is magic damage versus Knights. Big hit there. And that's going to be another win there, going over to Impartial. Please, though, he burns Aegis #1, losing his first round there. He's in a rough position. Quan, though, doing a lot better. His comp spam strategy. He is going to lose this round, but his composition spam strategy working out very well with several Bloodbounds. Running in with the Yoga Magi and the Warlock. He's got an Arc Warden. If he can pick up, he's got the Primordials. Primordial, Warlock, Bloodbound, just spamming the board with everything he can find at this point. Quan looking pretty decent. Impartial, please. His idea to spam the board with level 3s, it's pretty much hit fruition at this point. Let's see if he can use the turn around. His big group up, though, he's really struggling because he's got to run into Knights, which absorb so much damage here. He's got to run into Primordials, which summon a lot, which is a little bit of an advantage to him because he gets the regen from the Bloodseeker, and he's running into Elusives. Like this is going to be brutal for Please. Please will lose this one, I'm pretty sure. The elusive value is just going to absolutely wreck him. I might be wrong, actually. Good DPS, getting very lucky on the evade RNGs, and he does. The evade RNG, not enough to stop him. The extra tankiness working out. Level 3s across the board. Impartial, also able to come out on top. I stand corrected. I retract my complaint. Alrighty. Please and Impartial, both able to come out on top as a square. Everyone able to win that round. Quan picks up a Moon Shard. Who's that going on? Oh, it's the Arc Warden. Feels good. Friends and family discount for Square. Square, you're already obscenely rich. Why do you need this? It's going to be picking it up. We have the extra value from the Phantom Assassin here. So please. His front line completely useless against evasion. Backline extra value from the crits here. Getting the extra crit from the poaching knife as well, so even more value there. Going to be running into Primordials here. Now in theory this should go really well. Eidolons for the Bloodseeker means carry. Bloodseeker though needs to actually get the kill. In order to do that though, he's trying to burn through. It's not enough! Arc Warden heals! That is some Warlock freaking value there. And that is that Arc Warden's going to carry the rest of the way through. That Warlock link on that Arc Warden kept it alive just enough to spam it. That's not even the real Arc Warden, but it still just does easily enough damage to carry through there. It's a Quacknix. Hey, Quacknix, how's it going? They're able to push through there very effectively. Please just lost his second Aegis. Impartial, still winning 6 health, but he's holding it together. But please, he's struggling. Positioning might need to be changed here. Maybe put something on the Bloodseeker to give it that extra chance of regenning. There's 3 players with Primordials here. The best chance of you getting resets is maybe getting the kills here. It's getting resets on that Bloodseeker against those Primordials, against those Eidolons. Burning through those could be getting the value here. He's going to be fighting some here. Let's see if it works out. Slardar doing some really good damage. Slardar actually does chunk. Slark's taken out. Bounty Hunter getting some really good crits going. But once again, Bloodseeker taken out way too quickly here in the front line. Unable to tank through the sheer DPS. And we are saying goodbye to Please. Please, he's burned through both his Aegises, and he will be eliminated in 8th place. He will not be moving on to the next round. Impartial also taken out in the same round. Neither will make it through. And they will go down. Feels bad team. Remember, top 4 make their way through to the next round. Quack, thank you for the follow. Scrooge. Next person in danger, Babalika, looking pretty good. He's picked up the techies. Feels good. Scrappy, Inventor combo. And once again, not running the Alchemist. This composition doesn't need the Alchemist anymore thanks to the change to Sniper. Sniper, everyone's new favorite Scrappy. Gonna be fighting into Quan now. Quan, who has ignored the value of money this entire game, just to spam the board with Primordial Bloodbounds. Forcing his way through transformation from the Shadow Fiend, trying to focus onto the Batrider, but the true damage, not enough to burn through that shield of the Abaddon, which means Batrider survives, and they're going to be able to clean up here. One more summon, but it's not enough. And there's not enough mages here. Primordials usually run with mage assassins, and it's for that reason, to burn through compositions like Knights and Evasions. In this case, all he's got is extra sustain from the Warlocks, which isn't giving him enough damage, and isn't giving him enough magic damage especially, to burn through this Knight composition. Very nicely done. Good cleanup. Scrooge. 12 health right now. 56 health. Looking good with this Knight composition. Quan dropped a lot of health there. He's flooding the board right now, trying to fill out, just pick up some good stuff. It's one elusive short. He's level 9. He could play it. Doesn't do it. He's just thrown out a lot of duplicates here. Let's see if it works out for him. He just sold his Terrorblade. And he just got wrecked. Just absolutely wrecked here. Let's see, Scrooge. Scrooge dies. Loses another round to Wanderers. Feels bad. Scrooge burns his Aegis. We're down to our final 6 with Square down to very low 5 health. This is a rough situation to be in from these 3 players. Remember, only the top 4 go through, and we have 3 teetering on the edge of that link. Only 1 can make it through, unless somehow these 3 all die first. Should be very difficult. Babalika is looking incredible with the Scrappy composition. Scrappy Assassins, classic comp. Going to be able to burn through pretty much everything. Full evasion, finally on the board for Quan. Sorry, for Square. Square going to try and just rely on the power of evasion. He sold the Terrorblade. He does not think he's going to get to level 10. He's going to rely on these evasion tactics to burn through. Now let's have a look at how this is going to go. Let's have a look at the extra compositions here. Against Quan, this might be fine. The Warlock sustain should be good, but if he can't hit anything, he gets no value. Battle Fury is the potential best value he's going to get here. No crits, no assassins. It's kind of down to the Shadow Fiend ability and Razors. That is the composition right now. Scrooge. Scrooge has a huge amount of tankiness here and a reasonable amount of AoE with that Luna. If he can land it, he's going to get some good value. Good amount of crowd control as well with the value from the Witch Doctor and the Batrider as well. Going to be getting some good value from Maelstrom. Could burn through the elusives if he can land them. Primordial Mage Assassins, perfect composition. Shifter is built exactly what he did last time. He did lose last round. Just needs to get some level ups. He's got an Enigma as well. Feels good. He's looking good to move on. His sword is tiny, though, so his front line is a little squishy. This is where everything can come in really bad for him. But level 3 Viper, this puts him in a good position to just tank through the majority of the hits. Going to make it very hard for him to go down. If he can't kill them, let them kill themselves on him. We look at Wanderers right now. Wanderers is just so hard to live against anyway. Again, very little chance of hitting, but there's enough AoE with the Juggernaut and the Beastmaster, and of course the silences from the extra value there. It could be enough. Let's see how this goes. Square's going to be fighting into Shifter right now. Trying to burn through primordial value here. The elusives are good, but that is Viper currently carrying, and that is a Luna and a Windrunner. Windrunner currently killing themselves on Viper. They go down to the corrosive plating, and this is exactly what we are seeing here from Shift Gaming. This is looking pretty rough now. Babalika takes a hit from Scrooge. Quan down to 10. And we just saw the Aegis, I think, get burned from Square. Yeah, it did. It just replaced itself with Friends and Family because of the overlay bug. Same here for Quan. Quan burned their Aegis as well. And Square, elusives are going to be a problem. He just lost to the person who he had the biggest chance of losing to. Now, again, Shifter, probably the best composition against Square. I'm afraid of Babalika as well, so let's see if Square gets lucky. He's going to be fighting Quan here. Quan, running quite a bit of ability power here. Could be a problem, but there's a lot of evasiveness too. Kills one Shadow Fiend. Moves forward, and look at this. The Arc Wardens, 2 Arc Wardens here. Trying to play him in 1 level 1, 1 level 2, but where's the damage? You can't hit it. You lost your Razor way too early. There's not enough front line, and Quan is going to be taken out here by Square. And Quan will be eliminated by Square here. That is easily enough damage. We lose Scrooge Stream as well, with Quan going to be taken out too. We have our final 4. And we see Square surviving onto the next round, barely. Got the perfect opponent. If he'd gone up against Babalika, that could have been game over for Square. But Square gets a lucky opponent draw and able to survive through, knocks out Quam. Scrooge is eliminated. And we're down to our final 4. These 4 players will be going on to the grand finals. This is a tournament. This is the ESL Open, Quacknicks. We moving on.
Watch my plan.
Babalika. Not a great opponent for Square. I think we'll be saying goodbye to Square here. Especially if we get those Techies bombs. No, Techies died very early, actually. No bombs here. What is happening here? This isn't right. That isn't supposed to happen. There's 2 units in this square. Down goes 1, but with what just happened? Okay, well, Timbersaw still completely healthy with 3 stars here, and it's just burning its way through. But actually, the fact that we did not see Techies land that bomb, this is pretty bad news here. I don't know if Timbersaw can carry. Timbersaw's trying its best. Trying to hold together with the speed. Takes out Luna. Helm of the Undying, though. No mana. Blink Dagger not charged. And that is goodbye, Timbersaw. Tries to carry. Holds for so long, but goes down. The fact that we did not see that bomb was a really, really big deal. Win for Square. Shifter drops a little lower. No frontline, lacking that Tiny. Feels bad. Yes, Primordials are really good, but Tiny is really helpful for this kind of composition. Just to have that frontline. You got to live the initial engage to get the full value. The Enigma is good. Pipe of Insight as well. Only 1 cell away, though, and he's just put it in just the extra circle. Alright, Square. Still holding on. 5 health left. Going to be fighting into Shifter. Again, this is the worst composition for Shifter to run into. Viper in the backline, which is going to potentially sacrifice the Arc Wardens. Arc Wardens doing good, though. Trading shots coming in from the pucks as they try to fire back and forth, but this is brutal. The Mage power coming in. We see the Viper die, but there's not enough units left. This is the worst target for Anti-Mage to pick here, attacking the target without mana. And Anti-Mage, still level 3, though, is tanking. It's up to Puck. No mana. Puck's going to die. Well, I'll be damned. I'll be damned. Shifter loses to Square. I thought Shifter would have that easy. But Shifter going to take a big hit. Will drop to 1 health. A Square survives again. Feels bad. Shifter down to 1. He's looking for Enigma 2, as has been called. Enigma 2 might be a saving grace here. Find the Sand King? There we go. Okay, sure. Why not? Not sure how Sand King will help here. It's an extra assassin, so extra crit chance, I guess. Let's see what we do. We're heading into Dragon Round. Let's see what items people pick up. This could be the turning point. More free, Enigma 2. Tiny would have been so good. Oh my god, beautiful Midnight Pulse. Feels amazing, man. Easy. Easy. Nice little pickup. Very quick turnarounds. Looking good. Alrighty. So, we're looking good here. Octarine Essence currently applied to the Queen of Pain for the damage. We have the upgraded Refresher Orb, but again, he's not grouping his units up, so he's getting no value from the extra 1 cell cooldown reduction here. Octarine Essence on the Queen of Pain instead of on the Puck, relying on that. Square. That is a Daedalus Nature's Prophet. Did not think I would see that today. But it's happening. Decided not to put it on the Mirana for some reason, but whatever, I'll take it. Crits are crits. Damage is damage. The extra magic resist, of course. Going to be fighting into Wanderers. But we'll jump on board with Shifter. He's the person to... Actually, no, he has an Aegis. So we're on board with Square, who does not have their Aegis. Evasives versus the top player right now in terms of health. Beautiful Static Storm with the Helm of the Undying applied to the Alchemist, but it does not survive. Alchemist down, but look at that DPS. That huge silence on the backline shut him down, and Square will go out in 4th place. Shifter won his fight against Babalika, but we say goodbye to Square. It's down to Shifter, Wanderers, and Babalika. Let's see how much further they can do. Picks out the level 3 Morphling. Feels good. He's got 42 money. Aegis not yet used. He could still spam a level up, in theory, to get out that Sand King if that's the way he wants to go. And he could still fish for that Enigma. Could be finding Wanderers right now. Finds a Dragon Knight. Oh, snap. Dragon bonus? Is that his last play? The dream could be real. Puck trying to spam. Puck spamming any damage it can. Spam's coming out from the... Wow, I was about to say from the Arc Warden, but not a chance. The DPS is insane. Shifter gonna burn that Aegis against the clone of Wanderers. Babalika going to survive against Wanderers as well, actually. Nope, no, it doesn't, sorry. It's always weird how that visual shows up. Down to 1 health, 2 players on 1 health. Shifter on 1, Babalika on 1. Aegises have been used by all players involved. Phantom Assassin, level 3 by Babalika. Let's have a look at some stacks here. 19 kills for the Axe, level 3 Juggernaut with Mask of Madness, interestingly enough, and 48 kills. Octarine Essence Kumka, a Refresher Orb Disruptor, an Alchemist on the board. A Lich! He's just spamming his board with stuff now, because why not? Throwing out the Lich, more Undying bonus. The 2 level 1s will be fighting each other here. The 2 1 health, sorry. Shifter versus Babalika. Viper tanking through, but Sniper deletes it. No, it's going to be the Phantom Assassin that deletes it. Sniper gets the shot off on someone else, and that's going to be the Scrappies just deleting Shifter. Shifter does make it through to the next round. See you later, Cradix. Thanks for stopping by. Babalika is through to the last round. The cheeky Techies Refresher Orb. So many level 3s on this backline. Full Scrappy. Assassins, classic comp, inventors. Got a little bit of Deadeye in there as well. He's going for it. He is going for it. He's going to move to the front line. Techies moved back. Techies is too vulnerable. Can be sniped here. Going to be moving in. Wanderers. Got an Alchemist now, just for extra Warlock value. Good. Static Storm onto the Assassins, though. No damage reduced, and Techies gets the bomb! Boom! Good damage, but it's not stopping the Juggernaut. Juggernaut smashes the backline, but look at this! Blink Dagger Tinker for the carry, and Babalika says, hey everybody, I've got a teleporting missile lad, and Tinker with the carry plays there. Teleporting around, firing the missiles. It's level 3, so 0.5 second cooldown on those heat-seeking missiles, plus the extra mana every round from that Blink Dagger, the extra 50 mana. A huge deal, giving those extra missiles there. That is a clutch play. That is a huge deal, buying some time there. Wanderers, just relying on this big old front line. We have the Mask of Madness on the Juggernaut, the Helm of the Undying on Lich. Very squishy this side. They're going to be fighting trolls. Trying to blast through. Lich. Boop, 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 boop. Good DPS. Well, Juggernaut is picking up the most kills right now, up to 53. Beastmaster. Up to 82, though. Holy crap. Is there another better target for this Mask of Madness? Yes, in theory, it could be the Drow Ranger, the only passive character. We can take a look at the damage numbers. Lycan currently topping the damage chart, along with Beastmaster. We'll keep an eye on this, because there is a discussion going on in the chat. That is a very healthy Beastmaster. Oh my god! Heart of the Tarask on the... Okay, it was the Lycan. Now it's on the Beastmaster. There we go. 82 kills. Heart of the Tarask Beastmaster. Babalica, what you get? Picked up what looks like another Vanguard. It's got the refresher orb already. Let's have a look at Wanderers. Let's start to see how much hit points this Beastmaster has. It does not display. There we go. 8,320. Feels good. But we'll keep up the damage chart. Let's see how well Juggernaut does. Going to be carrying through. Here comes the boat with the Disruptor onto the backline. Getting a huge amount of value. The Counter Disruptor being dropped onto the Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter will die. Queen of Pain still gets off the ability. And Lycan is the carry in terms of damage here. Full destruction. Techies! Big bomb. But it's not enough. Sniper goes down. And we will say goodbye to Babalica. And Wanderers takes first place in this group. Lycan with the carry in terms of damage. Beastmaster with the second. Nicely done. Solid work. These four players will be moving on to the next round. Wanderers, Babalica, Shifter, and Square. They will be moving on. Shifter has been relying on this Primordial comp every round so far, and it's working out for him. Can't blame him.